Let's go. Thanks for hanging out today, chat. And 14. Into Capture Age we go. Connect Capture Age and seize the mountain. Welcome. All right. So I just said a moment ago on stream that this is 750 elo. So this is Low Elo Legends. And this is a map back in the day. It was called Seize the Hump. I think the devs, they want the names to be a bit more recognizable. Seize the Mountain does sound a little bit more professional than Seize the Hump. So anyways, the hump may or may not be seized here, but on this map, you start on a little island, essentially. And then eventually you need to expand to get wood and gold and even hunt and other resources. So, in the red, we have Jedi Meister Leon, who's taking 2 pigs at the moment. And then in the blue, we have Alu John, who didn't finish a house, which is a little concerning, but everything else is looking pretty smooth. We have Burgundians, and I keep getting Burgundians and Sicilians confused, and Mayans. Burgundians being a new civilization where you can research your eco-technologies 1 age earlier, and their unique units the other big thing to talk about. But I'm just curious what these guys are going to do on this type of a map. Now, I would say that the one thing to keep an eye on is, of course, the expansion, but I would probably suggest that you make your lumber camp at the bottom to start it off.
Either you did or I did. Oh well.
Let me see.
T90 troll.
It seems to be a little laggy for me right now within Captured. Yeah, this is more smooth. Okay, this is more smooth, so I won't go for the enhanced graphics. But anyways, wait a second. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted this. There we go. Now it's still smooth, and yeah, I have my mods. But yeah, I would say the best way to play this is probably have your first lumber camp be next to your base, and then have maybe your second, third, fourth, all that up on the hill. And it would be a good map for any type of aggression. Mayans can't go for Scout Rush, but maybe Man-at-Arms, maybe Archers. Also, what I like about this for Low Elo Legends is it promotes scouting. Whether that's to find out where the golden stones and wood lines are, or just to see if the enemy is going to be aggressive against you. I like this as a team game map, but not sure for 1v1. Really, Cowshake. I'm the exact opposite. I think that... Oh, God. That's a lumber camp. Oh, no. He doesn't realize, and he won't realize until it's too late. Oh, boy. It's probably the case that the way his hotkeys are mapped, lumber camp and mill is right next to each other. Okay, what's he do? Does he just delete it? Does he get rid of the evidence? It would be awful if someone was streaming this right now. That'd be so embarrassing. Thank God that's not the case. Someone says, I do that every time, I swear. I've seen it before, so I understand. This guy's really trying to improve and work on hotkeys. It doesn't seem like he's noticed yet. This will be a problem, but we'll see if Red ever picks up on that. And you know what's funny is the words that were about to come out of my mouth is that Red start looked perfect. 4 on wood. The mill placement even would have been great. The scouting's pretty decent as well.
Shot it.
Even though I can't check Fog of War because of a bug. Okay, he got housed. Forgot about the houses.
Is still pretty rubbish, but maybe I'll end up on here soon.
Let's see what happens. Over here, okay, blue does know the difference between a lumber camp and a mill. So blue with the lead. And blue also housed at 15 pop. Man, these guys are really doing similar things. But red, surely... Okay, there he goes. There he goes. He's just realized... Yeah, there we go. Salutes in chat for my boy Red. He realized. It took him a bit. And he deletes the lumber camp. Oh, God. You could lose this villager. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he's just going to take the boar there. That's fine. I mean... You probably would want to have 4 or 5 on berries, and then you'd want to pull a villager from here and pull it underneath the PC. It's a little bit more efficient. Probably would want these villagers chopping wood. But this is a complicated game, and it's Low Elo Legends, so there's no way that anyone's going to be able to execute perfectly.
T90, thank you for the awesome stream. Will there be another 2v2 World Cup after HC4?
Frickin' Doza. with the $25 donation. Says, hey, T90, keep up the good work. My Age of Empires is still pretty rubbish, but maybe I'll end up on here soon. Hey, it might happen. Might not. Either way, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the stream. If you're bad at this game, you basically keep me in business. So if you can't afford to subscribe and you use ad block and you never support the stream in any way, but you're bad at the game and you play a decent amount, you're supporting the stream. So there you go, Low Elo Legends out there. Now everyone's going to enable ad block. Feels bad, man, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Itch. He says, totally missed my 1 year. Either you did or I did. Oh, well, you'll see this.
Question.
Yeah, so...
When you have time, tell us about your first games ranked or online. Or do you remember them?
Ooh, that's a good story, and I can bring that up as well. But, Itch, I did see your 1 year, and thank you for everything. It's also tier 3. I'm well aware of that. And Villager dead? Oh, she died. Only in Low Elo Legends can you see someone lose a villager and then be ahead by 2. Might have something to do with both players having a lot of TC idle time right now. Whew. Lots to talk about here, but Blue is on the way to Feudal Age. How does ad block hurt you? Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt me, right? But and I'm not one to really fret on that if people use it. But the reality is, like, if you're using ad block, then you don't watch an ad, then there's no way you're actually supporting the stream or the YouTube channel, right? But yeah, I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's not like it's 100% of people, so not going to fret in it, and I kind of understand. The first time I played online, I'm trying to think back. So, Blue... Whoa. Whoa. This is interesting. So, this villager here is prepping the lumber camp for his people. And he won't take any risks to send villagers there until the walls are up. Fascinating. Anyways, it's good line of thinking on this particular map, as he does send villagers now to go chop wood safely. And I really don't recall my first online multiplayer game, except for some scenarios. I used to play a lot of what's called CBA, which is Castle Blood Automatic is what that stands for. And in that, you just fight with unique units, basically. But I didn't really play a lot of online games otherwise. I do remember playing on my brother's computer when my brother said, don't play on my computer. That was fun.
Bonjour.
But I don't think I played online. He would specifically say, do not play on my computer while I'm at work. And then I would wait till he left for work. And I couldn't see his car on the road anymore. And then I'd go on his computer. For like 6 hours. Those were the days. Those were the days. What's this? A blacksmith? But my friend, what about a stable or an archery range or some military building? That's unique. I did see wheelbarrow came in for John. John also got the wood upgrade, but no farm upgrades. He's just adding eco. And then Red, I noticed that his wood situation's kind of rough. Maybe another lumber camp would be a wise move. But okay, it's 700 elo, so they're not the most aggressive players ever. But maybe some archers? Oh, God. Don't tell me that Red is going to try and wall in this whole... Oh, my God. I didn't think about this. Part of learning Age of Empires is learning how to play safe. And Red is going to wall himself in. And he's walling into an area where he will run out of resources. So the whole point of the map is really to expand. And Red's like, nope. Nope. I am going... Well, he is making archers. I am going to play as safe as possible. I mean, he could chill out here for a while. And now we have double archer range for Alu. And he's getting fletching before he even completes a range. Fascinating. So he's upgrading the military he doesn't have. Red, maybe with the better line of thinking, is going to... He's making a bunch of houses here. Okay, but he's going to, I think, get fletching. Oh, yeah, he's getting armor and fletching for his archers. 27 eco versus 24. Now, I prefer Mayans in this matchup. But on this particular map, I'm not sure. Here we have the snow leopard attacking the villager. Villager is loomed, though, so the snow leopard will probably die. Dead. All right. Who's winning, chat? And don't say it depends. That's my job. All right, be more creative than that. Is Jedi winning because he has a few archers out? Because the enemy is adding skirms. Or is blue winning because he has skirms and has some control of the middle? Like, the food ecos are pretty darn close. Keep in mind, blue, while he does have 2 less villagers, he did research wheelbarrows, so his eco's more efficient. Maybe blue's winning, I don't know. Both players auto-scouting, and the auto-scouts are just passing, which is kind of funny. And wow, blue is getting the Castle Age wood upgrade in Feudal Age. Something that only Burgundians can do. Dracoth says we are winning because we get to watch you stream it. Oh, it's so cute. Thank you. I mean, my guess is that red might never feel comfortable moving out. Never mind, I lied. I thought that he was never going to leave until he had completely walled himself in. He doesn't like palisade walls, apparently. Like, obviously, blue has made palisade walls. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to use houses as part of your wall. I'm just saying, like, a lot of players would maybe make some palisades here. Might be a little faster. I think red is just confirmed that there's still villagers here with his eagle. And he's sending the archers that way now, which is a good move. Blue will have to make skirms and get there with the skirmishers quick, or maybe tower up there. T90, have you ever streamed Low Elo Legend team games? No, I have not. Well, I think I have once or twice, but honestly, I don't find them that entertaining. I think in Low Elo Legend team games, it's very frequent, again, having given it a shot before, where you just have one player slightly better than all of them, and one player just rolls. It might be something I'm in the mood for somewhere down the line, but truthfully, it's not something that excites me. So if it doesn't excite me, it's not something that I'm going to be able to produce exciting content with. I know a lot of people enjoy playing team games, but it might not necessarily lead to as good of content as you would think. In my opinion, anyway. So here comes red. Sneaky, sneaky here. Blue doing a similar thing to wall himself up, but they both have full upgrades on archers and skirms. So I think red is going to lose his archers here. Blue, just fire, man. Just he's microing. All right. I mean, honestly, if he just stopped clicking, his units would fire, and he'd kill this because the skirmishers are armored up. So this is one of the situations where micro hurts you. Just let them do their thing. Red just clicked the mill by accident, and yeah, red goes in, and with very little reward for that raid. Now, blue's TC is not creating vills. Not creating vills, not creating vills, not creating vills, not creating vills, not creating vills. So that did force him into some mistakes there. Whereas red, I believe, was creating vills throughout that. So he didn't kill any villagers, but he does gain a little bit of a lead. All right, he evens it up at least. Look at the wood counts for red. He's going to chop through every single tree that's over here. I'd say get some farms out, my friend. Maybe a second archer range. Because he could easily go with these resources. 2 range archers, and then also up to Castle Age. But I wonder if blue will have the guts to counterattack. 3-minute hero. Man, you'd have to tell me what your Steam name was, because I do recall some of the names from back in the day, but thank you. Yeah, I used to play hours and hours and hours of CBA back in 2013. So if you're one of the players I played with, thanks for the memories, man. What did the Magyar Hussar... Oh, why did the Magyar Hussar cross the road to get to the... Hey, man! Oh, this is cute. Thank you, Big Boss Boy. But yeah, the skirms are just going to chill in here and keep the villagers safe. Tramilton, I can't agree with your statement that Burgundians are broken right now. I really can't agree with your statement. I can agree that the unique unit feels a little broken, but I think Burgundians are mid-tier if we're talking 1v1s and open maps. There are situations, and obviously we have to explore the civ a bit more, where they might be one of the best, but... Oh, he says the one time he reads my comment, and it's when I'm shitposting. I thought that was all the things that you say, which is why I don't read your comments, Kappa. But yeah, I prefer red's position. Blue Blue making scouts now as well. Is there a need to make scouts? I don't know if that's the best way to spend your food right now. He really is just struggling with food eco. Red has the resources to click up, and I find it hard to believe that Red could possibly lose this game. Of course, the game's going down live, right? We have no clue what's going to happen here, but he's got a ball of archers with good upgrades. He has the resources to go Castle H. I believe that he eventually will click up to Castle H someday. And then he could easily own this area with crossbowmen. There he goes, on the way to Castle H. So here's my thought. I think Blue is probably making the scouts because he's worried he's going to get attacked again. But if you clear up an enemy army and you don't take any losses, your immediate thought should be counterattack. And so Blue, instead he has not counterattacked with a force that could easily trade against this. And to make matters worse, he's now spending food on additional scouts, which delays his Castle Age even more. So I think what he's done, though, is he's made these scouts to maybe, funny enough, scout the map. Made 4 of them. I was thinking he meant... Whoa, he's got more over here. Oh, my goodness. I think Blue is just terrified to play on an open map. That's what it looks like. He's just... He wants to be prepared if the army arrives. I didn't realize he had this many. Okay, so Red may be thinking of sitting behind the wood line with his ranged units. That'd be a good play. I think he could range a villager or 2 in Castle Age. Red is not completely walled up yet. Now, I've been saying for a while in Low Elo Legends, sometimes the best form of defense is offense. So think about that. Of course, Blue goes forward now. Had he done this 3 minutes ago, Red would be at home. Red would be screwed, man. But of course, Blue goes forward now. He must be looking for the wood line in the middle. See if Red's expanded there. So they're both going for the attack at the same time, but Jedi's going to get the upgrades. Now, if Jedi were to get attacked right now, he might forget about its archer army. Oh! And now, where do you think Blue goes with his army, guys? He has 2 choices. He could go home to defend, or he could go forward to attack. He's probably terrified, so he's going... Red! Oh, Red's going to the wood line, I see. Red didn't click his upgrades. Red, these are still feudal age archers. If Blue brings back his military, Blue will kill this. I mean, the scouts are going to go down, but the skirmishers are getting good hits in here, and oh my god, Low Elo Legends never disappoints. What is happening? Red! Did he get... I think he got too excited by being in Castle Age, and he forgot to click the upgrades. That or he flat out just... His game desynced and he went AFK. What the... He's about to run out of wood down here. And... Oh, no! Jedi! What? Low Elo Legends, man. I think... Is he in his own head a little bit? Because if he had Crossbowman and Bodkin, he would have just wrecked everything. We cannot move out from our base until we're completely walled in, sir. The scouts tell us the enemy has military, and we cannot move out. I was exaggerating when I said he was going to take every resource on this little island. But honestly, the way this is looking, it almost looks like it's going to happen. Okay, now he's getting... he's getting armor first for crossbowmen. Ranged units? The ones that go pew-pew from distance, you want to attack first? Okay, but he's going to get armor and then attack. Okay, that's fine. Now, Blue probably just assumed that Red was going to be completely walled. He didn't scout it. And Red is still fine. I mean, Red's going to have these upgrades. Red's getting ballistics and thumb ring. So he went from big mistake with not getting upgrades to getting all the upgrades. That's a classic Low Elo Legend thing, isn't it? It's just like constant extremes. Oh my god. Wait a second. Guys, did you just realize what happened? Okay, Red does not have a market. Red has 42 wood and 1 on wood. There's only 25 wood there. He's not going to have the wood for a lumber camp. He's going out here. He does not have the wood for a lumber camp. And he does not have a market, so he can't buy it. So he needs to run the whole way. To make matters worse, it looks like these villagers already have wood in their hands. So he's got to chop the tree and then go back home. All right, well, one trip will do it, at least. Now, Blue's going to drop a castle here. He could make that crazy Burgundian unique unit. And he's getting... I'm really confused. He got crossbowmen, but now he's getting melee attack and husbandry. And now he's making a monastery and a single palisade wall? What? Oh, palisade gate. Okay. Hotkeys are difficult. Red will soon have the wood for lumber camp. Okay, now he has the wood for lumber camp. He also could go up to imp if he gets one more building. There's the lumber camp. Okay, good play. Stone mining upgrade now for blue. He's thinking the same thing. Like, let's protect this little island area. This is honestly a really entertaining game. Like, obviously, there's some things that they could do differently. That's the case in Low Elo. But they both are making military. The execution's not perfect, but they're trying to seize this mountain. They're trying to control this area. Now, what's blue going to do now? Build a town center here? That's a good TC. I like that. Because if the crossbows were to come around this way, it protects the wood line. I'd probably place it here. But...
Did you know California is actually not ruled by caliphs?
Right, so the Costelier is a unit that it has a charge associated with it. And a lot of people still are just not a fan. That combined with the fact they have a bonus against archers. And so with the first hit, if it's on full charge, it will one-shot a crossbowman easily. So 16 crossbowmen suddenly doesn't seem all that strong. As long as blue... Like, getting attack upgrades when you have Costeliers, it feels like a waste, right? You already have insane attack. So I'd say he needs to get armor. And you get armor on melee units so they can get in close to the ranged unit. Blue's about to... Or Red's about to drop a castle here. Will he have the confidence to place it forward, or is he just going to place it here? Which would also be good. And maybe go up to imp. Okay, he's going to place it here. Maybe protect the left of the wood line with the crossbowman, and then castle protects the right side of the wood line. He's almost completely walled at home. 40 villagers against 52. Blue just bought more stone. What if he drops the castle right against the wood line? That's what I wanted Red to do. He's probably going to drop it here. Oh, or there. And apparently it's always the opposite side of what I'm expecting. Huh. It's fascinating how they're just chopping. Like, look at the bases. Walled in, chopping the wood line. Walled in, chopping the wood line. TC, I mean, zigzag all around, very even. Go up to imp, Jedi. Go up to imp. Big thing here, when you have the resources for Imperial Age, you're not using the resources in other ways. Especially when you're fighting over a center area and you could benefit from trebs. 750 elo. Haven't had that many kills in this game. In fact, there hasn't been a single villager killed by a military unit. The only villager that died, which you can see that stat here, was when Red lost a boar, or a villager to a boar. But, okay, Red has queued up imp. First, he wants to make 2 more villagers. I think something that you need to remember when you're playing Age is if you're making something like a knight or any unit that costs food and gold, you want to... There's more pressure on you to use that in Castle Age. And the reason for that is that you're spending the resources that you need to go Imperial Age. Whereas in this case, Red, he's using wood and gold to make crossbowmen. He benefits from sitting back and just waiting for a bracer and arbalest. Whereas Blue, like, you're going to make these castles and make these units, you better freaking fight with them, right? And so I think Blue, over the last 5-10 minutes, has been in a spot where he could take engagements. And instead, he's just chilling out here, and he's going to be in a position where the enemy can easily just treb him down. Oh, wow, but he has expanded over here, and that's important. There's gold, and there's stone. He's even getting the imp farm. He's getting crop rotation. What in the... That's an expensive upgrade, guys. That's like 300 food, 300 wood.
You know what that means.
But hey, his farms will last a long time. The blue expanded his economy. Red hasn't really expanded much. And he will eventually run out of this golden stone. Also, remember what happened with red when he made it to Castle Age, is he wasted his army. Hopefully for him, he doesn't do the same thing on arriving to Imp. All right, chat. Let's say you have $1 billion in your savings account, and you need to bet it all on one of these players. Who do you bet on? That's right, $1 billion. The GME. Get out of here with GME. All right? We're talking about the game. I would donate it all to you. Okay, can someone make Ryan a billionaire now, please? Thank you. All right, chat's split 50-50. I mean, it's a good game here. I feel as though if blue just survives, his economy is going to be better with some of these upgrades. But there's a lot of potential for red to get trebuchets and arbalest. Okay, chemistry is the first thing that red will do. Now, blue does not know about this castle. I think he's escorting the monks. He wants that relic. Again, I still don't think he sees that. I think the castle will range the monk, though. Wait for it. Ready? Oh, if you would have had Bracer, I think it would have hit. And that will be relic number 3 for blue. And red has been an imp for a while, and he's making a forward market. There's a theme here, Mr. Jedi. It's like, you know, you make it to imp, and you just want to relax. Okay. Arbalest. Bracer and the blacksmith will be important. A few trebuchets will be important. I think if he knew that blue had castles on either side, he would have made trebs, but he doesn't feel the need to really do that right now. No pressure on him from blue, and he figures, let's just mass the biggest army possible, so when the fighting starts, I win. He's not thinking, let's start the fight right now. It's just, let's hang out. Like some people, when they have time off work, all they want to do is just relax, and they don't want any plans, right? That's red. Other people, when they're off work, they want to do things from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. I think a lot of people here on Twitch and YouTube probably are like red, where, listen, there's no rush. It's all about the experience, okay? You want to actually enjoy the Imperial Age fights. You don't want to have some type of an agenda where you have to do things all the time. So in this case, I've just compared Imperial Age to Vacation. Very weird comparison, but whatever. This is funny. Red's going to try and go for a flank maneuver. He's going to try a pincer move with 2 armies, and he's going to run into a castle on either side. Oh! Oh, boy, surprise! Oh, my God! What? I didn't know blue had them in there. What a freaking play! Wow, okay, and of course, keep in mind, before everyone says, broken, oh my God, they're broken. Before everyone says that, oh my God. Wait a second. I'll finish my point. Initially, it looked like it was going to be very bad for red, but blue hasn't reacted yet. So blue's losing army and he's losing villagers here. Red can just walk on by. He's kind of got a castle on either side. Oh my God! Here come the Costiliers! But again, you're looking at units that normally you'd have a big ball of. He doesn't have that many. And here comes blue. And blue, just let your units fight. I wouldn't click them this much. Just patrol in. Well, thank God that he'll one-shot when he gets in close, because that really was not a great start to the fight for blue. He lost way more than he really should have, in my opinion. But he's got, again, he's got a castle on either side. Elite Costiliers on the way. 33 military versus 20 right now. Red does have more eco, but red's got idle time everywhere. Yeah, I don't think that you can really... I mean, assuming blue gets the imp upgrades, I don't think there's an easy way to counter the Costiliers now. Let's see. 35 versus 23 military. Normally, the ranged units should have double the numbers. And red lost so many of his numbers, and he has been making more. Like, I guess you could try and go for Halberdier here. Or you could just try and treb down every single castle. If you treb down every single castle, blue can't make them anymore. Alright, that castle is going to go down. The Costiliers still don't have Imperial Age armor. I think Jedi is... It feels like... Oops. There's that bug again. It feels like he's in the process of writing a Reddit post about how broken Burgundians are, instead of tech switching or trying to make more military. Blue is attacking the castle. And, damn it, sorry, there's this weird bug with Capture Age. And Krebs, and he... Yeah, he's winning. Big time. 97 pop for him and 78 pop for Jedi. And the big thing here is, with this raid, Alu John is going to take the villager lead. And not only that, he's had significantly less idle time over the last 10 minutes. I'm blue, I pack up some trebs with my units and start to take down these castles. And if I'm red, what does red have a lot of? Pretty much everything. Red is just under pressure right now. Gonna drop another castle here. But think about it. He could go for Halberdier. He could go for Eagles even. I mean, with these resources, no shortage of options. But I think it's very easy to be in control of the game when you're the one surprising the opposition, right? But when you're getting surprised, type a 1 in Twitch chat if you get really overwhelmed and you can't make proper decisions. So I'm going to give you advice to the people who are about to type 1. Maybe, just maybe if that's the case, be a little bit more aggressive, right? I'm not saying you have to go YOLO, but if you're at whatever ELO, let's use these guys as an example, 750 ELO, and you get overwhelmed when you get attacked, odds are that someone at that ELO is also, like the other person you're playing is also going to get overwhelmed. So use that to your advantage and try and make them, make poor decisions. Someone says, I also get overwhelmed by being aggressive. Well, checkmate, you're screwed. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. If you get overwhelmed when you're defensive and you get overwhelmed when you're offensive. That's a tough decision. I mean, listen, I can understand this game is very stressful to play. I get that much. But it was just a general tip, all right? It was just a general tip. As blue's going to drop a castle here? What? That's the easiest spot for red to treb. Like here, you can engage with the Costiliers. Here, you can engage with the Costiliers. But in the middle? Not sure about that one. I see blue getting ballistics and bodki now. I'm not sure why he's doing that. Like, lacking the final armor upgrade is such a big no-no when you're making cav units. Because the Pierce armor is what's really important if you're going to get in close to something like Arbalest. So, I mean, there he just one-shots freaking Treb. Here he shouldn't. And that castle will end up going down. But you know what Blue's done a better job as? Just expanding. He's benefited from taking these resources here. He's got all 5 relics as well. And while Red, it looks like he's trying to push back a little bit here, it doesn't feel like he can actually do so. He's still out-popped. He still seems out-teched. And he's going to start losing the hump or the mountain.
Grandfather passed away this morning. Glad you are here to cheer me up.
Zumpy, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, my grandfather passed actually around this time last year, I think. And, oh, God. Did Capture Rage just crash? Because I didn't click OK there. No! Capture Rage! It's frozen. Well, we could actually go... Wait a second. Ah! We're back in. We just missed like 30 seconds. All right. There we go. This is fine. Blue is losing a lot of units unnecessarily. But he does have more where that came from. He has taken out the castle over here, and somehow, some way, this castle is still standing on 167 HP. Yeah, Red seems like ever since he's been attacked, he's really struggled to expand. He's fighting with what he's got and thinking, instead of thinking about planning long term and taking control of wood lines and all that. Freaking stalemate here though because of these castles. And oh, a doubt castle over here. That castle is denied. Okay. Look at the idle time. Everyone has stopped creating villagers. They're like, no, this is not. It's not booming time. It's military time. Look at these idols. Still got some military back here. Again, another situation where he does not have the wood to make a lumber camp. That has really been his kryptonite in this game. So, you know, just chop the wood. It says he has 42 on wood, but I'm pretty sure that none of them have a lumber camp. Oh, yep, here come the others. Oh my god, what if the TC gets trebbed down before he can drop off the wood? Oh my god. Oh god, no! Oh no! You can't drop off the wood at the TC. Okay, he'd have to go to the lumber camp. I guess he still has an option. Oh wait, I think he just bought it. Okay, he found the market. So let's see what 43 villagers look like around one lumber camp. Oh, I'm claustrophobic. Especially during COVID times, man. I'm like, wear a mask, get away. I can't even watch TV shows where like people are hanging out together without masks and have it feel normal right now. It's the same with my Age of Empires games. Holy moly. I think a few lumber camps in there. Please. But yeah, I think there's going to be more problems soon for Red. As he will lose his castles, and then pretty soon the lumber will be raided. I would love to see how many villagers are here. Won't let me double click them. There we go. 46 vills. I would like to see 46 Castilier come in here, and each with one shot decimate a woodline. That would take some crazy micro. Seems over, man. And what a game. Seriously, a really good game. But Blue thought better long term. He was thinking about the woodline in the middle before Red was. He was thinking about the relics before Red was. I don't even think Red made a monastery in this game. And he also expanded with his castles. So if you're trying to think about how to play in general, learn from Blue. But in particular on this map, which is something that Red might not have been familiar with. And there was a moment, like I asked you guys, if you had $1 billion, who would you bet on? And I honestly was thinking Red, because Red was going to be an Imperial Age first, but... Here we get our wish. The whole woodline runs away. Ah! Oh, boy. The Castiliers can't find the villagers, too. That's what's funny about this. Run! Run away! Don't let him find us. Where's he sending them right now? Oh, God. Well, he just... Castilier or no Castilier, he would have lost his force to the castles anyways. And Red, maybe it's time to find the resign button. Maybe it's time to call it. And yep, he does do that. The GG is called. My respect goes out to these players, man. I was concerned with Blue. And I think, truthfully, that Blue was bailed out a little bit by Red's indecision at times. Like the inclusion of the scouts, for example. That could have easily been a nightmare for Blue had Red researched Crossbowman and got Bodkin with that very first fight next to the woodline. But, you know, the logic was there. Expand and take control of this mountain, which is what you're supposed to do with this map. And take all the extra golds and just, you know, outlast the opposition. Now, this did turn into a game where I think if Jedi added Trebs and Arbs and went for a push with a few Trebuchets, I think he could have done it. When he had 3,000 food and 3,000 wood, he could have gone Halberdier with Arbalest. I think he could have easily won this game. But as I always say, it depends, and it does depend on how you play the game, of course. Game just ended up working out better for Alujan. 194 units killed. He had the better KD, but look at the eco. He had more food. He actually had less wood, which is funny, considering the lack of wood for Jedi in some stages of the game. He had a lot more stone. He had a lot more gold controlled there. And then here, these were the moments. Castle Age into a dip. Castle Age, lost military. Imperial Age, lost military. He never really snowballed it up and had a lot of units. Or he tried to split up units. Maybe Jedi would be more suited towards being a knight player or being a cav player, because cav are better in low numbers. He at least could use more mobility there. But an hour-long game, a solid game, and I can say that this one will probably hit YouTube at some stage. And clearly, both players could work on some things, but they have a solid understanding of the game, which is what I like to see. So, I like low elo games, which could have swung either way. Obviously, there are games where one person just seems to be the superior player, or it might focus on the bigger noob because of his SimCity aspect or something. But in this particular game, you could have seen red or blue win in Feudal Age, Castle Age, and Imp. That is a perfect game, if you ask me. Okay.